Welcome, welcome, welcome to the R&R Network. We're here. I'm Roger, and Lisa is here with Momo, who's being really irritating. But today we're doing part of the review series. And Lisa, what are we reviewing today?
So today I'm gonna review this book.
Such a YouTuber.
It's called They Called Us Enemy. So this is about uh, a story which is the Japanese American how they treat Japanese American during World War II. So after the Japanese bombed the なんだっけ
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl
Yeah.
Harbor
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. they the U.S. Bombed the no so they definite Japanese are enemy and they so they put the Japanese Americans into
Internment camps.
internment camps. So so this guy, the this main character, when he was 5, he and his family was in the camp, and this is the story when they were in the camp. And actually, I didn't know at the beginning, but George Takei,
Yeah.
which wrote
Sorry,
this
the
book,
English pronunciation Takei.
okay,
Takei. Not Take. Just kidding. Sorry.
George Takei.
Take, man. Take. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know, but seems like he's a pretty famous actor,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he acted in the Star Trek.
Do you know his name in the movie?
なんだかする、
Hikaru
光
Suru.
るする
That's a weird name, man.
Yeah, so weird. I don't know. Suru
Not
is a
Japanese. I've never heard
Japanese
of it before.
surname.
I
I've
think they
never
just
heard of
made
it.
it up. Suru, like I do. To do,
Oh,
right? Suru.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I have no idea. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't know that he's a famous character, a
Mhm.
famous actor, in the U.S. And yeah, and so the story. This is also a comic books because I'm
Oh,
I'm into comic
right.
books.
Okay.
Yeah, recently in English,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought this kind of book helped me to improve my English and easy to read. So so I borrowed this book from the library close to our place, and yeah, it's a really touching story. I cried a few times when I reading this book, and
Mm.
highly recommend it. It's kind of hidden history in a hidden history of America. So if you never read of this book, uh, I highly recommend you to read it, and it's easy to read. And yeah,
Okay, so I got two questions before we finish up your review. Number one, can you talk about one scene which made you cry? I'm curious because I don't know.
yeah, there's was several scenes I was pretty moved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I just feel like cuz when you're reading the books, you feel like you're in that time.
Mm-hmm.
So that event, like feeling it happened on
Mm-hmm.
yourself. And if you're in that situation, I just felt if I was in that situation, like I was just doing the normal daily stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
suddenly some like a not cops, like a soldier
Government. Mm-hmm.
government, let's just suddenly come to your house and order you to pick up your stuff and go to somewhere you don't know, and like the future you're unknown.
Mm-hmm.
and you have to give up all the stuff. Like they work they worked so hard. They were his parents was running a uh cleaning
Oh, really?
business. Yeah.
Okay.
And they they worked so hard and bought a 3-bedroom
Mm-hmm.
house.
The American Dream, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they were just achieved the American dream, and suddenly the government took all the stuff from you and put you into some camp, kind of feel like a jail.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sudden and like I don't know. I feel like the worst ending.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So that make me feel like really difficult
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
process that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. And yeah, there were several things I
Okay,
don't
right,
remember.
right, right.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess the last question will be, of course, this is the review series. So
Mhm.
what's your rating? One is not very good, or I guess you could do zero, but from 1 to 10, 10 is good or the best, and then one is not so good. But what do you give the how many stars?
10 stars.
10 star? Really? Wow. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not a strict
Right.
viewer, I
Okay. Okay.
guess.
So it was really good for you. Then, sorry, I got one last question before we sign out. But you said it's a comic book, right?
Mhm.
Was it originally a novel or was it already, a comic book from the beginning? You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Right.
just found this book,
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and he did a lot of he was interviewed by TV, and it's a lot of them were on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
watched,
you watched it.
yeah,
Okay.
a few of them, and he was on the Tag Talk,
What's that?
Tag
Tag?
Tag a TED Talk,
Okay. TED. Okay.
a
TED.
TED.
Yeah. TED Talk. Yeah. 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 Okay. Right.
Sorry for my
That's all
pronunciation.
right.
TED Talk.
I mess up too many times.
TED Talk. TED Talk. I was mimic Trump though.
Yeah.
If you get it.
I'm not. I'm
Oh,
going to stop there. I don't want to
really?
get in
Okay.
trouble. Okay. I guess that's it. So, last words.
Mm. uh, we're out.
Okay.